Yo, what the fuck is going on? Today is November 22nd. Happy fucking Friday. We're going to be going over penny stocks, pre-markets, open markets. We're going to start with BENF. And before we get to BENF, overall market sentiment today, at least in penny stock worlds, I think this whole week has definitely cooled down overall. Just with kind of almost everything. There have been certain pockets of momentum here and there. I think it's been very scattered. I said this yesterday as well. Yesterday's price action was very scattered. I think today's was as well scattered and then not as strong. So definitely more tough market we're in. Where we weren't in last week. I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was super hot. So we're just cooling off a little bit. I'm assuming we're going to carry this type of price action into next week. We have Thanksgiving. But you never know. Stuff could randomly spike on Tuesday or some random shit. So always just going to keep kind of hunting for the next big ticker. But anyways, we're going to start with BENF. BENF ran on November 15th. If we're looking at kind of where the key pivot areas to get over are, we have 312 as pre-market highs, and then we also have 230 as open day highs. So anytime we're kind of backside like this and I scroll over and I need a magnifying fucking glass to see the price action, I tend to stay away from it, especially when we're this far away from highs. Things that have run as far as recycled names tend to be over top of this, like SPAI. It was a day two kind of mover and it was over top of the previous highs. We also had other names too that like QUBT, other stuff like that, CRNC, that kind of run and then kind of hold those pivot levels. Something like this I'm not really going to pay much attention to, especially because the volume here is low. So we fade off. To me, there's nothing here. This is just a typical, just low volume. Don't really care. So moving on, CRNC. This one was a day two mover. We are getting some moves in the day two worlds. I've talked about day twos being dog shit, which they have been. We are getting some moves. They're not as good as maybe the first day, but enough to where, you know, you could get a decent trade off of this. No problem. Like, this was a nice little hold here. I don't really know what the highs were yesterday. Did they even have that? Right here. I don't even have anything sketched out for over $6. I think I was late today. I was kind of late to getting up. So marking this, I didn't even bother marking this one up just because I knew I probably wasn't going to trade it. But overall, this was a nice little dip right here. Kind of holding this support level at 608. And yeah, this is a nice run. Kind of straight up off the 1.9. That's another thing we saw too, is the moves are straight up and then kind of straight down. This one did actually kind of hold and go sideways, but overall, good decent push here. And yeah, just kind of double top and just kind of probably went sideways for the rest of the day. Yeah, that was a good move though early on. Could have made some cash money there. JTAI was, what's JTAI? Was it a multi-day one? Kind of. It ran here. Stocks over like $5 too have been more bullish as well. JTAI still kind of backside, although we are kind of pinned up against the previous daily run. It does come down to the 200. I took some here. I took a couple attempts here and got a few scalps out of it. My target goals for this would be kind of VWAP area, like 9. This is like kind of best case. Now this thing could have went straight up. We were in a downtrend too. But dips to the inch 200 have been kind of working for me. And that's kind of where stocks settle for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's happening. But I got a good chunk scalp here, but this thing didn't even get to VWAP, which kind of fucking blows, and then just faded off. Usually when it kind of does long-term holding down here under VWAP, the soaking stuff hasn't been working, and it just kind of dies out. So we've seen more of this too as well. LIFW. Let's see what LIFW. LIFW. This one also a runner on November 12th. We also have this random spike here at 318. Let's see. So it's under all of that. Again, we're getting a bunch of these just like fades. I didn't even bother with this one. The volume was actually, this is decent volume. I'm surprised we didn't get a push to 2. I was tempted, like, maybe here if it held kind of off of this, just as like a little mini flag push to VWAP, but we didn't even get that. Came all the way back down. So as soon as it did this candle, I was kind of out ski on it, just because, like I said on JTAI, things soaking under VWAP, just they haven't worked in a while. We've seen like 1 or 2 potentially sometimes. These midday pushes come out of nowhere. But overall, if I'm going to play the game of the stock world, probability wise, this just has not worked as much. So moving on, MSTZ. I don't know what this one is. Do I? What am I looking at here? Oh, this was the one that kind of ran yesterday. This was kind of a day to move ish. We did pop here. This one popped later in the day. And yeah, this thing, I was curious right here if this one maybe would pop again, but just the classic VWAP drowning here. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, death. Seen this pattern a few times as well. And then death. MTEM, MTEM. This one also was a previous runner. I don't think I had this up at all. So it ran November 14th, 111. Yeah, so this is still backside to me. Low volume, ski slope into open off a low volume. Tends to provide very little chance of something producing momentum. So we're sticking to those as well, that guideline as well. There's really nothing here. MVST, all these names with M's, man. I don't know what the fuck. I fucking keep forgetting what's going on. MVST ran back here. I don't know why I even have this up. I mean, decent kind of flag here, but no real volume. So we're moving on. I don't even know why I brought that up. PDYN. This one was, damn, I didn't even see that. No pre-market. We have the yearly highs at 352. We have, I don't have anything past this. So as far as key levels, I'm not sure. I'm sure it ran up against something, but let's see. Off the rip, lower volume. I wouldn't have been trading down here anyways. We start to pick up volume here around 10 o'clock. This right here is a nice flag. But I'm usually late to these kind of tickers. I like to settle in and kind of really find the price action, look at the price action, see how level 2 is working before I kind of jump in on anything like this. But so I was interested when it was up here. But this was a nice little flag here, kind of a dip to the previous high a little bit. Over VWAP, good chance there. We have a little double bottom flag here, which is super nice. Dip and suck candle right there. My favorites. Right back up. We have the daily highs or the yearly highs is at 350. So that was a good target right there for a little scalp from 3 to 350. And then it was a little 10-15% move. She ends up coming all the way back down. Have this flag here. To me, on a day like today, I probably would have just left it here alone. Kind of failed rotation, and then once we get this candle, we're kind of game on. Another beautiful flag right here. This one was super nice. Kind of holding there, attempting, nice double bottom breakout, come back all the way back down. This one kind of want to fuck me up, but the only thing saving this for me is that it's still holding the yearly highs after it kind of pushes back right here. And then she just takes the fuck off. Shoo! Look at this. A little dip to the previous high. We have 190 made ride. We have another little, this thing kind of double tap, double bottom monster. We have one flag like that, one flag. We have two flag up here. Man, these are amazing. Damn. I need this in like first 2 hours of the market. That's what I need. This is super nice. I mean, this price action, if I saw this in the first, 3 hours, this is fucking fantastic. I mean, you have several key understandable patterns here with volume. I'm sure, I mean, what, 0.25 for a $4 stock isn't that bad. Nice little cup and handle here. Nice dip to the previous high. Jeez. Fuck. I need to be staying around longer for power hour. This shit is amazing. This is super clean. That's the kind of like the first thing that comes to mind is this is the price action we like to see. Yeah, overall this is fucking amazing. Front side of this was pretty nice as well. We have one little flag here off the open, but this long consolidation, I probably would have, if I was sticking around to like watch all this, would have been kind of a drag. But after this pop, this is a nice volume as well. So nice to see something like that run as well. Moving on, QMCO. This one, like another no volume. It ran previously. Let's look. Goddamn. Okay, no, it was just this kind of pop right here. Yeah, so no volume here. This flag is super nice over top of the previous high. It's kind of like SPAI, where it's kind of like a day two. The day one wasn't really crazy. I think SPAI had this. Let's look at it. SPAI, like right here. You have this like random spike, and then the day two move, it kind of opened above that spike right there, held that spike, and then pushed. So similar vibes there. The only thing with this one is just the volume. We have 10,000 shares. I mean, to put that in perspective, PDYN was running 250 grand per candle at $4 as well. So very low volume. Even like right here, still low volume. Goes up straight up into a halt. We have a halt that kind of we've seen a lot of halts that continue to kind of hold and push. So that is also nice to see working. You don't want to add into like the first unhalt. You can if you're quick at scalping, good at that, but coming back down, halt down, and then it just kind of holds. Anything that kind of holds like this tends to be pretty bullish. We have the daily 200. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I'm assuming it is. It breaks that. We have this nice little mini flag right here, and it continues to push. And then let's see. And then we have just an extended flag like PDYN in the middle of the day, where this is kind of tougher to trade. And you just kind of got to wait for like volume to kind of kick back in. It is flagging over top of the daily 200 though, which is nice. And then it skyrockets. Let's see, what else is there? I'm not sure about this price action. This first dip could have been nice right here, but this back up like this is kind of wild. Is this halt right here? Yeah, this is kind of fucking trippy, but overall, I mean, this is also super nice. I'm surprised. I'm kind of raw dogging the power hour stuff right now, so usually I don't really go over a lot of power hour stuff because usually we don't have a whole lot of that. But again, tickers that are over $3 have been on fire, so that's also good. All right, I gotta speed this up. I'm going too long for each ticker. QSI. Previous runner ran here on 11:20. Damn, we're getting a lot of power hour moves, so that's something to note going into next week. See if like the late day pushes continue. I'm not gonna talk about this a whole lot. The volume seems to be very low, but nonetheless, nice push. QUBT is the one I wanted to punch a hole in the wall for. She does it again. She pushes. Again, we have a nice another push at what, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock? Nothing. To me, this is nothing. To me, this is a typical multi-day, day 2 runner, flats. Best case is maybe a pop here volume, then die out. So we're seeing stuff push later in the day, which is super nice. 190 EMA tap, 190 EMA wave, a little double bottom flag right here. Nice. We're getting a lot of good stuff. Hopefully this maybe continues. Hopefully it continues into next week. And we get this both in power hour, maybe some more of this midday, early day, whatever. But this is super nice. RGTI. What did I have for this one? This one was kind of low volume. Nothing here. Again, this is, to me, I'm not trading any of that. That's VWAP. You know, double top, I mean, fade, and we get another spike here. I gotta figure out what happened, man. A lot of stuff's running super late, so nice to see. Nice dip to double bottom flag, dip to view up right there. SBFM. This thing was pretty nice. We have this spike through VWAP. We have this hold of the Inter 200. Super nice ads here, especially when we start to kind of get pushed back up into it. We also have a nice, to me, I caught this right here. It was kind of like a cup and handle to me. And then this push to 3 was super nice. But then after this 3, aggressive selling like this, just be careful. Always wait for more consolidation like this. All right, this week, for some reason, I've taken more losses trying to be a hero and like catch something like this off of major kind of sell-off, so hasn't been working, so just got to be careful with that too. But this is overall super nice, not as good as the other ones, but nice dip to the Inter 200, kind of a U pattern here through VWAP, cup and handle. So there's a few good trades here, and then it just kind of died out, which is typical. SKK, this thing, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this either. It was at $11 yesterday, but we did see MVST, I believe it was. Similar vibes where it had a major sell-off, had volume, and then pushed. So I was kind of going off of that. But this thing did the old push it open, flag, and then just death. We see this a lot too. I mentioned this on CERO, C-E-R-O. A bunch of other tickers do this where it just insta-pop, and then just kind of flags, and it looks good. Like this flag right here looks decent. You know, even here we start to kind of come back up, but really nothing. We have a dip to the pre-market highs. That's about it for a backside bounce play. VWAP drowning. Right there, right there, right there, and then just dies out. So, surprised this one didn't push late in the day, but all right. SBA, that was just, we brought that up already. VRAX. Man, we're at fucking 20 minutes. I got VRPX might be. This thing was kind of fading off into open. Kind of like a ski slope type vibe. I didn't love it at first, but we do have this kind of, this push right here. I couldn't really do anything with this. I mean, if you caught the open right here, it was super nice, but riding the 190 EMA wave at like before 9:45, I won't be taking that. But nice push to VWAP. We have this mini dip right here, and then a double top, and then fade. Seen this pattern a lot of times. Talked about this as well. Very bearish pattern. Usually we have like a dip to the inch 200 right here. We usually have like a 1 minute flag, a pop, and then a double top, and then fade. So kind of did exactly what we've seen in the past. WCT, I don't know what this is. A big fader stock, fade under view up, and then death. All right, holy shit. I gotta figure out time-wise with these things, but anyways, going into the weekend, gonna be studying patterns, gonna be looking at bullish, bearishness, what's out there. The market direction as far as penny stocks go has been cooling off. However, while going through this power hour, 2 p.m. runners have, you know, they definitely were out today. This could just be a one-day thing. So we'll see what's going on. We'll kind of review and get ready for next week. Peace.